Welcome to Happy Hour. We have a very special guest on today. This is our good friend Tim from WP Controls. Tim, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing all right. Well, welcome into the studio, and we've kind of changed the studio up a little bit. Got rid of the table because we have some really cool stuff to talk about. Now, this is these are your babies, right? This is like you thought of this from ground up. Tell us the beginning of WP Controls, and then we'll kind of get into what these things are.
Yeah, sure. My partner and I, we actually went to high school down here, so we go way back. But back in 2018, we decided to create these new state-of-the-art lift controllers. We were weekenders at the time, so during the winter months, you have your boat to worry about. And sometimes we'd have to make a trip down just to make sure that everything was okay. Mm-hmm. We didn't have any full-time residents in our cove, so we decided to try to put our engineering minds together and come up with something that can solve that problem for everyone. So. And
it looks like you did. So these are the WP Controls, and they're available in lots of different colors and designs. You even have one that's a lighthouse, which I think is really cool. And the first time that I got to see these, I walked up and I didn't realize what I was looking at. I saw the lighthouse and I thought, well, that's a really cool design. And then you popped the top of it and I was like, oh, there's stuff going on in here. So explain what all these things can do for someone's boat at their dock.
Yeah, touch base on what you said there, lighthouse. We one of the design ideas we had, we were thinking, all the lift controllers you see out there are just a generic box. Some people call it a trash can. But we decided to do something, people like to accessorize their docks. You'll see colored ladders and different colored tin on the roof and that sort of thing. So we wanted to try to follow that trend. And we've got currently 3 different designs. You have the lighthouse, and this is our standard model. And then our nautical model, has a nautical theme on it. But we also have I think up to 12 different colors that you can print these in, and you can mix and match. If you want a different colored lid, you can. We had somebody order a lighthouse with black trim instead of the red.
Oh, I see.
And we had someone order this particular nautical model with a gray body and black. You probably can't see it, but there's a compass on top. And that trim can be a special color as well, so they put black on that particular one.
Now this is saving lots of people and especially a lot of worry about your boat when you're maybe a weekender, you're only here just maybe once a month or something. This is really neat because you have an app on your phone that will tell you if your boat is down or if your lift is up or if it's starting to move, and so then you can know exactly what's going on. On top of that, you guys have thought of everything with this. This is not just a boat lift that lifts up your boat and drops it back down. There's so much more to it. As we see, there's a lot of electronics in here, but you have this piece that goes on the arm of the lift, right?
Yeah.
And that tells the system if it's up or down, right?
Yes, correct. So to touch base on what all this does, so one of the problems we didn't even know was a problem, but a lot of the lift controllers that we have out on the market a lot of them are manual controls, and you have levers and buttons. And we had someone that wasn't necessarily familiar with the lake and boating, and I had somebody. I told them go ahead and lower the lift, and they just stood there in front of that box and just kind of. Well, yeah. What do I do with this?
I've done that before too, because I'm like, there's a few things here, and I don't want to blow something up. I'm like, okay, do I turn this? And they're like, no, then shut that switch off, then turn that. Like everyone's supposed to know how it works.
But. Sure. So the way we fixed that problem was we added a flat panel touchscreen with simple controls. We just have up, board, and down. And on this side, we have the gauge indicator showing in real time what position your lift is in. So we made it super simple. The app looks exactly the same. So you can quickly log in and it will show you the same thing that you see.
And I love how they're synced up. So let's say that you're sitting at home, you're out of state. You're in Illinois. You're just sitting there hanging out and you're wondering what is going on with my boat. Is it up? Is it down? Like there's a storm coming through. This app right here will tell you exactly where it is. So I love how these are so synced up to where if the arm goes up or the arm goes down,
Sure.
it's going to alert you and let you know that it's down. So
Yeah, so this sensor here is a solid state device. It is maintenance free. You don't have to worry about cold weather, water, anything like that. You don't have to worry about debris in the water clogging up the sensor and making it malfunction. It just works. And so the way this works is we strap it to the arm of the lift. And as you can see down there, currently I'm in the between the board and down position.
Okay.
But as the lift goes up, you will see
and it changes
they'll change
on the app
in real time
and
on
also
both.
on the main control. Wow. So now it's up.
So now it's up, and of course when you fire this up on its own, you'll just simply push either on your app or on the device itself. Has the warning buzzer, and then it has the warning light, just showing that there's motion. Just so that people are aware that that lift is going to move. And
so
once
cool.
this thing goes to the up position, it'll go ahead and shut all the valves, turn off the blowers, and then it'll go ahead and turn off the lights, and you can just, as soon as you press the up button, you can actually walk away and it'll do all these things for you.
And then it just stops.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Because it knows when it's in the up position.
So
Wow.
I've found, I have these on my dock as well, and I find that I never even touch the controller itself. I always have the app. So like when I'm on the boat, I'll be at the house and I'll say, if we want to go on the boat ride, we'll go ahead and push board. The boat will go to the board position, so you can walk onto the boat easily. And so when you get down to the dock, it's already there. So I'll have the app, and everybody will load up in the boat. We'll put the app on the helm. Everybody's in. I'll go ahead and push down. The lift will drop the boat, and you just pull out. Nobody has to jump off the boat and jump back on the boat to try to mess with the lift.
And that's even a safety thing, because you could actually put your lift back up in the up position while you're out on the lake, and then when you're coming back, you can hit down and it'll
Absolutely.
be down and ready for when you come back in.
Absolutely. So one of the things with that is there's a lot of community docks, and a lot of those HOAs there say you have to raise the lift when you leave the slip, so it doesn't damage the dock or the lift.
Oh, wow.
And so with this app, you can do so. You can go ahead and leave, raise it, and you can be out on the lake, because the problem with doing that is when you get back, that lift doesn't have any weight on it, so it's going to take 15 minutes to drop. And so you don't want to sit there and hover around waiting for that, especially if it's raining or windy. So with this app, you can be at the the restaurant on the lake, and you can say, we're getting ready to head out. Let's go ahead and push down. You drive back home, that lift is down and ready for you to load up.
Wow. And not only that, again, you guys have thought of everything on these devices. So this is, again, not just a lift. This is a lift on steroids. You have, I'm just going to spin this one here around. You have a camera built in to the machine. So even if you're at the restaurant and you're wondering, I wonder if my boat lift is down or up, you could see if it's down or up. That
Absolutely.
is amazing.
Not only can you see it on the gauge on the app, you'll see that it's actually down, but you can also look on the app. You can press, go to the camera mode, and it'll show your slip, your entire slip, and you can see what's going on there.
Wow.
That's especially helpful, if you're out of town and you're wanting to know what's going on. You can go ahead and flip on that camera and do so.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit earlier how sometimes of the year, your air pressure in the tanks or whatever will go down or expand or whatever, and so your dock or your boat lift might go up or down. This will alert you, and then on top of that, you could log in and see the camera and see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so it has a automatic height maintainer mode. So when your boat is in the up position, it'll go ahead and maintain that mode. So if it detects that it goes down a little bit, it'll go ahead and air it up. But it'll also send you a text message. So if you don't have your app open, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to send you a text message saying your lift moved or the auto height maintainer kicked in, and you'll know about it. So like he was saying, in the wintertime, the hot air expands, cold air retracts, so you have less buoyancy with the colder air, so the lift will actually drop a little bit. Well, this will go ahead and detect that and lift it back up and let you know that it happened. Same thing if you had a leak on your lift, this will go ahead and maintain it, and you'll be getting these texts saying it happened, it happened, it happened. So if you get a lot of those texts, then you'll say, okay, there's something going on with that lift. I need somebody to go out there and service it. But you're not stuck with a boat floating out in the middle of winter without you there and knowing about it.
And how easy are these to install? Like, you already have your boat lift out there, but you just want to bring it to the new technology. How easy is this for an installation?
These replace your existing controller. It contains the blowers and valves and everything you need. We offer installation for really reasonable price, but you can install it yourself. We have instructions on the website. You simply remove your old lift controller, you bolt this one to the dock, and then you tie wrap this to the arm, on the pivot arm on your lift, and then you'll need, of course, next to the power pole, so you plug it in, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead and, it has a setup wizard on there. It'll show you, it'll step you through the lift calibration, which is 3 simple button presses. And then it'll finally go to the app setup. It'll have a QR code on there. You can scan your phone on that screen, and it'll go right to the site and show you how to finish setting up your app.
And if you have some kids running around the dock, or you're just have some maybe nosy neighbors that like to open this up and hit buttons, you could put password protect on this, right? Because that way you don't have kids just running around and trying to play video games or whatever.
Yeah, we had someone request to have a password protected screensaver on it, so we've went ahead and implemented that. So if you don't want anybody else messing with your lift, you can go ahead and put that password on there. A lot of people are saying, well, I always forget my password. So we also created an algorithm that each day it'll create a new temporary password. So if you forget the one you put in there, you can get on your app, and there'll be a temp password displayed on the app.
Wow, nice. So if you want your boat to be nice and safe and secure, WP Controls, super advanced. I absolutely love this. Where could people get more information about WP Controls, or where could they just buy these?
Yeah, so we have several dealers around the lake, boat lift manufacturers that also sell them for us, but you can also go to our website at www.wpcontrolsllc.com, and you can pick out the style you want, the colors, and finish the e-commerce right there. And
they're very sturdy. I would assume water and stuff just splashes right off of this, right?
Yeah, so these are, they come with a 2-year warranty. And everything you see here, like everything that's plastic, we 3D print in-house. Everything is made. We try to keep everything, all our parts and things, in the U.S. as possible. Our metal parts are made here in Lebanon, Missouri. We've got our circuit boards that we designed are manufactured in Colorado. Like I said, we 3D print everything in-house with plastic from the U.S. And we do all our final assembly and test here in Laurie, Missouri.
That is absolutely amazing. Well, good luck with everything. Again, WP Controls, if you want your dock to be awesome, WP Controls, put that on there. And I understand you have a lot of customers that purchased one for one of their dock slips, and now they're coming back going, well, I want to put one in this slip, and I want one for my wave runners or whatever. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Referrals are awesome. We love those. They'll as soon as they get one, people will put their toe in the water and test one out. They'll buy one and then find out, next year let's go ahead and finish out the dock with these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So one more time, tell them where they can find WP Controls.
Sure, www.wpcontrolsllc.com, or you can call us 888-841-4404.
Awesome. Well, Tim, thank you again for coming in and bringing these awesome electronics and toys. I love seeing stuff like this, and good luck with everything in the future.
Well, thank you.